I'm making this video. I opened up an account with Ameritrade and wanted to see what was going on because I was there at the Charles Schwab golfing tournament at the Phoenix Country Club here in Arizona. And there was a lot of death threats towards presidential family members and some of their friends. I think a couple of them almost got blown up in some type of mishap or an intentional bombing in Florida. And these people at this tournament were laughing about it, stating how somebody's kids were supposed to be taken out and assassinated by cops and sheriffs in Florida already. And this makes me very angry that the PGA Tour and Charles Schwab is involved in this at the highest levels. And I was actually there as just being a cook. Worked Thursday and then Friday. And I had some funds transferred in. And then I transferred my funds while I was cooking some burgers or chicken and stuff there on Friday. And in real time, these people knew exactly what took place. And they were riding past me on their little golf carts, making statements and comments about exactly how much and everything. So that makes me real angry that they're using their the little sports broadcasting. I think it's CES. They have a high-tech trailer. It bounces all their Wi-Fi for them, probably their satellite feed connection, so they can live broadcast a tournament at times, or if it was live the whole weekend, whatever they do. But this talk about presidential family members who may have had family murdered already, or that they were supposed to be assassinated, that means we have outside influence that is part of targeting the presidential seat. Because it's not just the person who was the president or is. It's about the seat of the presidency itself and what it is as an established part of America's history. So my account's been frozen to lock up, my Ameritrade account, and I put an order to have my money transferred from my Ameritrade account to my personal bank account yesterday when the account was not frozen. And I told them you should pretty much probably transfer the funds within the 2 day, I think it's like 2 days or something. To me, I figured it would happen immediately. If your money is free and clear in the Charles Schwab account system or the Ameritrade account system on the app that you use, and you put to transfer the funds over to your personal banking account, then it should be done immediately. It should be done within 30 minutes. Just like, Progressive Insurance, they send an electronic transfer to my card, and it was done within 30 minutes. So I don't understand why these people can get away with this. So I'm asking for help on dealing with this. There was some weird comments made while I was on the phone line with the FBI over there on the East Coast. I think there's FBI agents involved in murder of presidential family members and trying to further even target. And they need to be dealt with. I also contacted the Omaha. I was trying to reach out. I contacted one of their offices in Omaha. That lady was very rude and disrespectful. Was just talking stupid smack about it. And this is what they're doing. They did it on purpose to me. And that makes me angry. It really does. On top of dealing with all of these immigrants here in Arizona who are thinking that they're supposed to take out the United States of America. And I'm asking for help because I continuously go to these gyms, and it's like I get threats from white boys over here in Scottsdale at the gym, ones who look like they're cops. Or if I go way over to the west side where all the Mexicans hang out, all these kids talk about this and that and all these Mexicans. And, they need to be sent a clear message. And I'm asking for help on doing that because I don't appreciate it. Especially from the staff, the people that work at EOS at the front desk. So that's where that's at today. And I really mean what I've said in the past too. I've gotten on my Instagram or Facebook with my little sayings. You know, I've gone to great lengths to make sure that it's known. You know, I've received a lot of threats from Arabs. They fly over from different countries over there. Saudi Arabia or Bahrain or Kuwait, UAE, making threats to you somewhere. It doesn't matter if you're part of a royal family or how much money you have from your oil fields out there. You don't show up in Glendale or Scottsdale threatening people. And I've sat around these casinos for a while, and all these babes show up, you know, all racked out with big knockers or just little skimpy outfits, and none of you talk to me. And that makes me really, really angry. It's like I think you're there just to spy on me, and I'll appreciate it. Even this stupid ass princess, you know, there's like, oh, the princess this and the princess that. I don't care about any of them no more, because you do nothing to help me or to alter my future in a good way. And I think you're like a threat to my own safety. And I really mean that. I'm getting sick and tired of you. I ran into a princess up there in Las Vegas at the nightclub, and then all of a sudden I was the bad guy when she was the one who's being aggressive towards me in a manner that she grabbed my hand and ran off with me. And all of a sudden I'm getting death threats. And the night turned out to be a disaster anyhow for me. Lost $700. My cards were stolen. Didn't know where I was. She didn't even make sure I got back to the Rio safely. Didn't even call a Uber or whatever. None of that. So, you know, that is very disturbing. And I have no more room for attitudes from Arab chicks or any mayor or somebody's son who's a prince making threats over here in Scottsdale or Glendale or Casa Grande or anywhere else, man. So that's the YouTube video today. I'm requesting help. I'm getting a lot of threats from like white boy skinheads out here and Mexicans and stuff about they want to kill Jews, or I don't know. It has to do with the Trump family a lot, because you know I've tried to help them, or even Kamala Harris. And even these people were talking about the Bush family. I don't know why, at the PGA golf course over there, man. I was like, why? What's going on with these damn people? You know, and the PGA headquarters is in Texas. So maybe they killed some of President Bush's family. And they're part of it somehow. You know? It's just weird. I don't appreciate that. They were rude to me. Event Aces was rude to me. The PV, or whoever they call themselves, that was doing the catering, making threats back in the kitchen, being rude to me. I think even one of the guys that was working there put something in one of my drinks, because I overheard them way over there talking about it. So I didn't even drink that drink. They're trying to poison people over there, and that should happen to you. That should happen to you. Out there, none of even the fine girls came up and talked to me either. Their little G-strings and their little tights on and everything, and none of you even talked to me. And I'm not okay with this anymore. You know, there was a evil other than human species that was taken out in Tulalip, Washington, that you classify as a reptilian species, who is very high ranking from where they're from, and he's dead. He's dead, he's gone. And all these politicians in America, all these cops or sheriffs or state troopers or FBI or CIA or NSA or DIA who were under his control were told to stop. He's dead. The other highest ranking ones that worked directly for him that were reptilian have been wiped out. They've been eradicated. Even some of the Greys are gone. There's multiple countries that are tied in with these ancients or these reptiles or these Greys. Even Mexico, you know, they dig up a lot of stuff down there in Mexico, It's alien related. It's old archaeological stuff. I guess maybe they even brought back 2 little mummy aliens of some type. They have a working relationship with Peru. And I think that's why a lot of stuff happens in Mexico that's bad, because, you know, if you have possession of a deceased alien being, you know, these other aliens, they live hundreds of years. You know, they're not like humans where we die like at the age of 70 or 90, or if you're super lucky, you live to 110. But these extraterrestrial species, they don't like, and they know they don't like it when you take their stuff and then you parade it around in your private collections. And I think Mexico's paid prices for that. And even America, there was some stuff that happened down there in Texas that was extraterrestrial related, and several other nations too, not just here. But, you know, they have the weaponry. They can teleport in and out or leave from Earth's realm and go be far away, just like at a snap of a finger. But so that's it. That's what I have to say. Don't know what you're going to do with that information, but something needs to be done. And these people from the military, they were told to give me my money pretty much effective immediately. They did it on purpose. They were talking about it at the golfing match. I don't appreciate getting threats. I don't appreciate death threats. I don't appreciate people who are associated with the PGA who are supposed to be part of killing, or maybe their son or daughter tried to already assassinate presidential family members, because they were talking about it. One lady was highly upset that one of the first ladies and her kid were not taken out, and then something else happened. There was that explosion that took place over there that almost killed somebody's friend in Florida. That was screamed about out there. These people are very strange. It's very weird. The lady doesn't even want to call me back. There's stuff going on over there at the truck stop. The security guards, they've been very threatening. They wear the maroon shirts. Some of them have on their little bulletproof vest or whatever, a little tactical zapper gun, and some of them carry a firearm, and they're making threats to people. So here I am on the phone with Knoxville, Tennessee, talking to the corporate office over there. We have a high volume of foreigners here that operate big rigs that are talking about killing military personnel, how much they hate America, but yet they're allowed to drive around in big rigs and transport commerce, and they make good money. I'm not making money. I'm over here getting fired from a PGA tour and can't even make it 4 days. We have 70 hostile foreign truckers that want to wipe out the Navy base or the Air Force base or this base or that base, and they're allowed to make money today. And these people in these white vans, and they're different foreigners. They're not just from one country. They're from like 20 different nations. Why are they here? And I'm over here getting threats from the security about it. And I don't appreciate that, man. Somebody needs to do something about that. That's why I'm putting this here on YouTube, because I know people are going to have to be able to access it way far away. And I guarantee you that there are American politicians who wish that Israel would get wiped out. And that's a message. That's a message. That these politicians in America, there's a good volume of them that wanted to see Israel wiped out. And they're not on your side. And we don't appreciate this. I don't even appreciate seeing what's going on over there from either nation. You don't want to see people getting wiped out, right? We just don't want to, even from Ukraine and Russia. But now they're just in full-scale combat. You know, when does it stop? I have no idea. Russia said if it seemed like they weren't going to be able to win, that they're going to just start nuking places, and it seems like they're not winning. You know, everything's kind of, they're calling it like a World War I stalemate. Everyone's dug in with their trenches. Otherwise, Russia would be all the way to Kiev, and it would be destroyed, and they'd always be over there to the western border of Ukraine, and it's like it's not happening. So this is a YouTube message that I want help from somebody here to deal with this stuff, because I should not be going through this. My vehicle was struck twice. Once it was by a foreign trucker on the Hamas was calling for their day of rage. And the second time was just, there was a tire alone struck the side of my vehicle. And it's just weird stuff in the same parking lot right there at the truck stop. And even the managers are saying that military people are supposed to die. And that makes me angry that they're still there working, because we had 17 busloads of these troops over the months, go through there, and yet these managers are still out to work 5-7 days a week, overtime, collecting money, and they're supposed to kill military people. That doesn't make any sense to me. That has me very furious. And so does stupid comments from the FBI. So if you have a problem with that, I guess you're gonna have to solve it, because I intend to deal with some issues here. I'm getting angry that people don't talk to me, man. Like, I go to the mall yesterday, no rich lady came up to me and said anything, or any hot chicks. I don't appreciate that. Not after everything I went and did in foreign nations and come back home here, losing a job, working for a company where they're supposed to murder Air Force personnel, but I'm the one that loses the job again. And no girls want to go to the movies with me or sit down over there and have a dinner. And I'm getting very pissed off about that.